year ago today, Monty got hired to be the head coach, and everyone talks about the Thanksgiving stat, right? Like 76% of teams that are in playoffs at Thanksgiving end up making it. You guys are the one team that always defies those odds, it seems like. So do you buy stock into that stat? Obviously, it's not where you want to be right now, but is it that important, you think, at Thanksgiving to be playing your best?
I don't really buy into it. No, I actually didn't know that number. It's a pretty crazy number. We're I think there's a lot of teams that are kind of right in that mix. It's so tight this year. Like there's so many overtime games, and just like it feels like there's like what 8 points separating the bottom and kind of right in that middle mix. So no, I think you're 25 games into a 82 game season. I think there's so much hockey left to play, and there's teams that start out hot and fall off, and teams that start out cold and kind of start to heat up around the middle of the season. So I think there's still lots of hockey left, and no reason to be kind of down on yourself.
And you've been great under Monty. Just wondering if there's like one specific thing about his coaching style that resonates with you.
Yeah, I think he tries to really understand the strengths of players, and let them kind of play. He obviously has a system and structure, and wants guys to kind of play towards that way, but he allows creative. He likes guys making plays and using their strengths. So I think that's what gets a lot out of the best out of a lot of people here.
Is there something that's, I guess, different about the group this year, the start of the year versus last year? Obviously the coach is different, but the players themselves, like, is there anything different in that sense?
Not too much. I think we came in with really high expectations for ourselves, and obviously it's been. We haven't lived up to that yet. We feel like we're building. We're 3-1-4 in the last 8 games. A couple of those OT wins, we had some really good chances that you just miss your chance. They go down and score, and that's kind of how it is. So we definitely feel like we're trending in the right direction. We're playing a strong team game, and guys are starting to score. And once that kind of keeps going, everyone starts feeling good, and we think we can get on a really good roll.
And you guys have been like relatively healthy the whole way too, right? I mean, obviously there's a lot of teams facing some injury troubles, and knock on wood here, I don't want to jinx you guys, obviously, but how special has it been? Or special is probably the wrong word, but how helpful is it to have the group healthy, as the year progresses?
Yeah, really helpful. Guys missed a couple games, but for the most part, we've had the whole core intact, and I think, especially when you're going through kind of a rough time, that's when you really start to build things, and you kind of go through a crisis, and that's your best way to kind of really turn it around is to all be together. So I think that's something that we're not taking for granted, and use it to kind of build our game, and hopefully it stays the same, and we can get on a roll.